Hello and welcome. You're watching dbmnTv. This is Abigail R. Carmelim bringing you the Salesian news across the globe. St. John Paul II School in the community of Maram Kulend, located in Manipur, India, has a new toilet complex thanks to donor funding from Salesian Missions, the U.S. development arm of the Salesians of Don Bosco. The project is part of the Salesian Missions Clean Water Initiative. The school provides education to 170 students aged 4 to 13 with the support of 10 staff members. The funding was utilized for construction of the entire complex from the foundation to the ceiling and walls. Funding was also used to tile the floor, paint the entire building and install the toilets and partition them. Separate areas of the building were provided for both boys and girls. Father Sebastian Chenot, who is in charge of the school, said, "The whole school will benefit from the toilet complex. It is especially true for the girls in the higher classes. It was not easy for them prior to the new complex. This was more embarrassing when some were sick or had stomach troubles. A few students even used to run to the neighboring houses for their needs." During Ramadan, the bakery opens at 1:30 a.m. Ibrahim Mata explains in fairly good Italian. Before dawn, during this period of fasting, Muslims arrive and then from 6 o'clock onwards, the Christians trickle into the Salesian bakery at the intersection of Manasa Square and Paul 6th Street, a bakery that has been open for a remarkable 120 years. This loaf of bread is called hammam, which means pigeon because of its shape here in Bethlehem. "We are the only ones who have always made it," Ibrahim says as he serves customers arriving shortly before his 8 o'clock shift change. His own shift started at 10 o'clock in the evening and he needed throughout the night, with the first batch brought forward by more than an hour. 14 different sizes, white and whole wheat bread, and all with flour, salt, yeast and water. "And we never add sugar, so it's good for people with blood disorders," Ibrahim points out, proud of his work, which he learned from bakers who came specially from Italy to Bethlehem, whose name means City of Bread. Malta's National College of Arts, Science and Technology, MCAS, welcomed the Apostolic Nuncio Archbishop Savio Hontaifai SDB at its Paula campus. The theme chosen for this visit was "One Family Nurturing a Community." MCAS is Malta's largest public technical vocational education and training college, TVET, with a population of over 10,000 students and around 1,000 members of staff. It embraces a strategic direction to open its doors to the whole community. The Salesians attend to the needs of MCAS staff and students through a chaplaincy team comprised of 7 SDBs and an FMA. At the start of a 6-hour visit, the nuncio was welcomed by MCAS principal and CEO Professor Joachim James Kaleja, the chaplaincy team led by college chaplain Father Antoine Farugia SDB, the staff social committee and the MCAS student council, who appreciated having a visit by the Pope's representative who took up the post just 3 months previously. During his visit, Archbishop Savio was taken around various institutes, met with staff and congratulated students, wishing them the best of success in their studies. At the Institute of Engineering and Transport, the nuncio blessed a chalice crafted for the occasion in the woodwork and metal workshops by the institute staff before proceeding to visit the welding and steel fabrication division, the air conditioning workshop and the aviation and maritime sections. After 3 years of suffering due to the pandemic, the annual Catholic Youth Camp YCC took place in Miyazaki, Japan from 28 to 30th March 2023 with great joy under the leadership of Father Shinjiro Michael Urata SDP, head of the Youth Pastoral Commission of the St. Francis Xavier Province of Japan. The YCC initiative came about with the aim of bringing together Catholic high school students in the Kyushu area to offer them an opportunity to experience fraternity and faith sharing. During the pandemic, online animation activities had been organized to replace the annual meeting. And this year, 31 high school students and 21 staff members from Catholic schools throughout the Kyushu area, including the Salesians from Miyazaki and some Salesians and sisters from the Salesian family in Tokyo, as well as other religious from the Kyushu area, were involved in the organization of this in-person meeting. On Thursday, March 23, 2023, as part of their environmental protection activities, members of the Don Bosco Gatenga Green Club participated in cleanup work. They collected plastic and other non-biodegradable waste that degrade natural resources such as water, soil and plants. Unfortunately, most of this waste is thrown into the water channel by the people upstream and ends up spreading downstream, where it contributes to environmental damage in general. Members of the Don Bosco Gatenga Green Club use their spare time after classes to collect the waste and sort it so that it can be properly disposed of. Also, in a bid to respond to environmental protection issues, the youngsters who trained at the Don Bosco Football School in Mohanga District, Shogwe Sector, specifically at the Scholastica Kapyagi Oratory, participated in the community volunteer initiative called Umuganda on Saturday, March 25th. We always push every child at a football center to understand the responsibility in environmental issues. Today we learned about differentiating rotting and composting waste and storing it differently. We learned how non-biodegradable waste could damage soil and plants, said one of the coaches. The Don Bosco Football School, which has made environmental education of children among its educational goals, now aims to involve children in tree planting and plans to create an environmental club in the near future. So viewers, that is all we have for you today. Till we meet again, thank you for joining us.